Good evening, everybody. This is John with HSFL Paranormal. Was saying hello to my fam. It's good to see everybody tonight. How are all my parapeeps doing? Are you ready for Paranormal After Dark? This is my new segment that I'm going to try to do on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, whatever day I have off. So the days might vary when this stream happens, just to let people know. Oh, shoot, you're in Fresno, Ray the fam? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you're only 2.5 hours from me. That's awesome. Yeah, we should definitely possibly make some videos in the future. So, I hope everybody likes tonight's setup. So, basically what I was thinking of doing is showing you my haunted house at nighttime and showing you to see if we could get any activity to stir up on the EMF reader. How's everybody doing tonight? Is everybody doing good? I'm glad to see everybody. Good. Hey, what the show about everything? Hey, welcome to the channel. Hey, everybody smash that like button if you're just joining me for the first installment of After Dark. So I'm going to be doing a spirit box session. Anybody who hasn't done that before or seen one, what I do here is I basically have a spirit box app that I mostly prefer, and it's called Spiritus. As soon as I could find it. Here it is. Alrighty, hit that like. Thank you so much. What the show about everything. Make sure I got the settings right. Just a minute here. Just trying to get everything, making sure everything's working here. I might have the wrong headphones plugged in. Shouldn't, but I might. Hold on just a second. I'm having a little technical difficulty with this old speaker. It's the first time it hasn't worked. I don't know why. Okay. So how's everybody going? I see some more people hopefully showing up here. It is late, so I'm assuming this isn't going to be as big a turnout as it usually is. Which is fine by me. Hey, Kathleen. Oh, okay, cool. Kathleen, thank you. Yeah, I have no idea what is going on with this. So tonight, the basis of this show is going to be, hey, SpyTube, what's up? It's good to see you. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, I'm going to be doing a spirit box session followed by some creepy ghost stories on After Dark. So definitely stay tuned to that. Well, it seems like my radio might not be working anymore. So, that's not good. It's kind of sad. Yeah, power. Well, that obviously works. All right. Yes, ghost stories. Ooh. Farmer Austin, welcome to the channel. Thanks for coming. All right. So I might just have to just play it straight off of my phone. So I will be putting it close to my computer. So.
And for me.
Hello, spirits. Who's here with us? Come speak with us. What would you like to say?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. What are you trying to tell me? Did you say your name is Ed? A woman? See, I have no idea why the speaker is not working now. Let me try one thing here. Sorry, spirits. It's great to see everybody tonight. Sorry about the technical difficulties. I tested this earlier and it was working. So I have no idea why. I'm just going to play one of my videos real quick and see if I can get it to come over the boom box. Oh, it could be because my phone was on all the way to 0. I doubt it. Oh, it could be because... Gotcha. Okay, I figured it out. All right. Small technical difficulty. Figured it out. 8 viewers. Thank you for joining. Okay, hello, spirits. Who's here with us? If you would like to speak with us, touch the meter or the crystal. Nathan likes drums. Hello, my friend. Hey, Jamie. Behind me? Here? Are you following me? Take time. What are you trying to tell me? Did I hear Jacob? He left. Will Richard help me? If Richard is here, can you touch the meter and let me know you're here? Kelly Reynolds, welcome to the channel. White Wolf, Kenneth the Kentucky Fan, Jamie Lee Paranormal Wonders, Ray the Fam, Kathleen, Farmer Austin, SpyTube, hello. Spirits, do you have anything to say now that it's dark?
3, 1.
Did you say possessed? I ask God to protect me in this house and my family from any evil that wants to enter. I ask you to leave if you're a negative spirit.
Come get.
Tony, hello, my friend. White Wolf, you just got here. Did you say hi, Tony, or hi, Donnie? I saw you touch the meter before I started the session. Hey, Sherry from Paranormal World Investigators, welcome. Spirits, how many of there are you in my home right now? Yes, I'm doing well. Spirits, can you give me the number of spirits that are here? Two of you? There's there's two spirits here? Did you just say die? Who died? I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try it in reverse mode. Spirits, you're gonna have to try a little harder to speak with me. You're listening? Spirits, could you tell me how many spirits are in my home right now? There's 5? Knife and Fork, hello, welcome. Thank you for all the likes. So I've heard 2 and 5. Spirits, can you touch my meter? Can you touch this and let me know you're here? Oh. Not if it's on the ground, you can't. Spirits, what are your names? Did I hear Bill? I'm using Spiritus. I heard Sarah and Bill. Is that correct, Spirits? You are here listening? Hello? Who's here with me? Oh, that was a big spike. Wow, I got that. There was 2 big spikes there. Liz? Hello, Liz. Are there any negative spirits in this house? Yes. How many negative spirits are here with me? Faith? Are you talking about God? Or the light? Y'all saw that big spike, the 2 big spikes, right? Wow, 16 people watching and only 11 likes? Come on, people. Smash that like button. That was a huge spike, everybody. Do you like the reverse mode better, Spirits? Do I have my spirit guides here with me? Oh, cool. Thanks for coming, Mr. or Mrs. Machichi. It's great to see you. Spirits, you don't believe us? Could you move the meter again for us? Hey, look who it is. Okay, everybody, this is my other channel, Presence of the Unknown. Please go subscribe to them. This is the founder, Joe. He's good people. Fam William, welcome. Smash that like button, people. Spirits, what are you trying to tell us? Hello, who is this? Hi. I just wanted to tell you, spirits, that I love you and I care about you. But if there's any negative spirits, I ask you to please have them leave. Mary Wins and Aunt Sue, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Knife and Fork, what's up? Yeah, subscribe. Hold on just a second. If anybody is here, if I could ask you to please subscribe to Presence of the Unknown. This is either Joe or Aaron, but they're the founders of my paranormal investigation crew. They are good people. And thank you for the 19 people who are watching right now, if I'm reading that correctly. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. Sorry, spirits. Who's here with us? Could you say your name?
No.
Did you say thanks for your help? Oh, it's Joe and Cynthia from Presence of the Unknown. Please go subscribe to Presence of the Unknown. I'm on that crew. I hear you keep saying help, spirits. You can ask the spirit guides to help guide you. Use the crystal to help guide you to the light. Ask an angel. Beth? Is a spirit named Tom here? Hi. Nobody helped you out? Is that what you said? Dude, I swear I just saw like something weird flying around my house. Can you find mommy? Is this the little girl? You can hear me, spirits? Hello, spirits. You're right here? If you're right here, can you touch the meter and let me know you're here with me? Ooh. Sounds like there's an angry spirit here. So you like talking on this app? Does it help you to speak? I have a dream, or I have 3. Hey, down the rabbit hole, welcome. Something about a voice? Does this give you a voice? Hello? I can hear you, spirits.
Next, you want to have you show me?
If you need help, spirits, you can go to the light. Wow, there's a big spike. You can go to the light and ask a spirit guide. Reach out your hand for help. They'll be able to assist you to the light. Marytown's Place, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Did everybody see that spike on the camera? I swear, none of the electronic stuff is interfering with the EMF reader. I'm doing so good, Marytown's Place. How many spirits are now here? 5? Hello? I can hear you. Who is this? This is her? Is this the spirit of that girl, Janet? Or is this Rose? Is Chris here, the negative spirit? If Chris or Zach is here, I ask you to help him to leave. Lolinia? Is that your name? What is the female's name? June? Did you say Zach? Is Zach here? God, I ask you to protect this house from any negative spirits and ask them to please leave. Any of my spirit guides or angels, if you're here, can you please assist them out? Morning, Bozard. How are you, my friend? Roberta, did somebody say Roberta? Yeah. What is your name? Can the man who said Roberta tell me your name? Oh, June and Zach are here. Hey, Maria Vlogs, this is not a sub for sub channel. You can watch, and I do ask people to support one another, but I don't ask people to sub for sub straight off the bat. That's not what this channel's about. If you could please be respectful of my channel. I only ask for love and positivity on this channel. That goes to you too, spirits. I only ask for love, peace, and kindness. Hey, Trip and Tip. Trip. Hello, my friend. Thank you for everybody who's still watching. I really do appreciate it. If anybody sees anything weird out of the ordinary, let me know. Yes, how many spirits are here with me now? Could you give me a number? They're dead? Is that what you said? Atlantis Paranormal, hello, my friend. It literally just sounded like footsteps, and then I got the chills. Is that you moving through this area, spirits? Are there 22 spirits here? Unapologetically Gomez, welcome to the channel. Throw that thumbs up if you haven't already. That's all we had? Zach, if you're here to be negative, I ask that my spirit guides remove you from the house. You're here? Can you find the light? Hello? Who is this? What are you trying to tell me? The light? Are you having a hard time finding the light? Do you need help? Yeah. How can I help you? Do I have any angels here with me? Or guardians? Are my two guardian angels here with me? She asks for so much. Not sure what that meant. Are you talking with each other? Is the spirit of the little girl Rose here with me? Or Janet? Delilah? Did you say Billy? Sensation? Is the sensation the light? Are you trying to get my attention? Listen to you? Okay. What do you want me to hear? What do you want me to know? What is the sensation? Watched her absolutely. It's good to see you, Atlantis Paranormal. Is this one of the negative spirits behind me, or is this a good spirit? No worries? Did you say we'll feel what we'll feel, or? A woman needs my help? Could you say your name? No. Yes, talk to me. I'm here to listen to you. That's the second time that name's come up, June. Nina? Is that your name, Nina? Hi. Dave? Hi, Dave. It's nice to meet you. Are you stuck too? Rick? Keep talking. You need to be heard. You're standing next to me, spirits? Do you keep trying to read the chat? See what people are saying about you? I love you too. Hi, who is this? She was raped and killed, and she's stuck here? Wow, that was a direct confirm. Did that happen here in this trailer park? You're something about Dave? You? Dave, I want to hear you too. Were you hurt by somebody, Spirit? I just want to let you know that that God protects you as well. Our Father, Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and glory forever and ever. Amen. Spirit, did you ask what were the steps? The steps to what? Going to heaven? Wow, that was a big spike. This thing's going crazy tonight. The spirits like that prayer, I think. Did you like that? Did you like that prayer, spirits? Does that help you find the light? Dave is in his 20s. He's a young man, about my age. He thinks he's evil. He thinks he's the devil. Hi, is that Dave? You're not evil. You're just confused. You can still ask for forgiveness to God. There's a lady who wears a black and white skirt. She is tan and she's from California. It bills to be exact. Yeah, Paranormal World Investigators, you deserve it. You're one of my good friends. There's a blonde lady. Her name is Victoria. Welcome. If you need help, I'm here. You don't have to be scared, Trip. This stuff doesn't scare me at all. I know that, Paranormal World Investigators. I'm just really happy you're here. Yes. Victoria, you're welcome here. I just want to know that I love you and I care about you. And if you need help, ask a spirit guide, my guardians, Stephen and Jacob. Ask an angel to help guide you. God reaches his hand out for help. Tina, first time here. Wonder what's going on. Well, we're doing a spirit box session and then we're doing scary stories. It's called Paranormal After Dark. Guns and Glory, welcome to the channel. Everybody who's new here, smash that like button.
Hi.
Hi. Is this the blonde lady? Is this Victoria? Hello? Hey, Shakiro. What's up, my fam? You don't no longer have to be in any pain or anguish or be lost. Use the crystal to help guide you and open a portal to the light. Go see your family members that haven't seen you. Hello. Who's here with me? You know where? Hi. Who? Spirits, who is tapping on the wall behind me? Did you say Chad? Did you say hello, Sherry? Do you know Sherry from PWI? This is hell? Is that what you said? Or what was that? Did y'all hear that laugh? That was crazy. I ask any negative spirits to please leave my house. You are not welcome here. Is there a spirit named Bernard who is warning me against other bad spirits? Wait, who did you see, Sherry? They want to steal our abilities from us? Are they trying to drain us? I just got the chills again. Is something moving through me? Victoria, are you waiting patiently for your loved one? Is he still alive? Yeah. Wow, there's an energy right here. I don't know what is here with me, but it's very strong.
No. Got it.
Nina, are you here with us? If you're here with us, can you touch the crystal or the meter? I feel like something's hugging me or embracing me. Yeah. Are you standing beside me? I can. Do I need to take heed?
No.
Are you negative spirits? I ask you to leave if you're negative or evil. You do not belong in a house of God if you are evil. Who keeps saying dad? Is that Rose? The little 5-year-old? You're here? Hey, Guns and Glory, welcome to the channel. There's a boy named Scott. Philip? Black Eyed Beauty, welcome to the channel. Hello, Philip. Are you here to help, or are you here to be negative? Wow, that was almost like heavenly or gospel type music. Was that the portal to the light in heaven? John, there is no 5-year-old with them. So there's no little girl with me? Philip, are you lost? You feel weak? Is something draining you? Thanks for your help. Have I been able to help you? I hope so. Live? Do you know that you're on live? Hey, Irish Whiskey 77. Hello, my friend. Paranormal World Investigators? I am not sure. There was like a loud grumble from like the other side of the wall here. Laura Day, welcome to the chat. Thank you for joining. Hey, smash that like button. It would help support the channel. Yes, why is there a spirit yelling? Could you tell me why? Why are you growling, spirit? Are you evil?
No.
No? Are you telling the truth? If you're not evil, can you touch this meter and let me know you're not evil? Spirits, can you talk to me one at a time, please? I know there's a lot of you. Can you speak one at a time? That's fine. Can you tell me what I need to do to help cross you over? Because I've called you out? Live and then me? You surrender? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Saint Michael, defend us in battle. Protect us against the evil and wickedness of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, our Prince, and the heavenly host, by the divine power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who roam through this world seeking the ruin of souls. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Did you like that prayer, spirits? Yes. Yes, I can help you. Let me know what you need help with. Wow, 18 people viewing. Thank you so much. Smash that like button for me. It really does help support the channel. I love you too, spirits. Do you like the crystal and the candles? Does it help you see the light? Dear God, our Father, if you could help these poor lost spirits cross over and protect them, Archangel Michael, if you could help protect them and put a shield of light and love around them as they ask for the hand of God to protect them, I humbly ask you to please guide them. Amen. Who said that word? I heard a bad word. Who said that? I ask you to leave if you're going to be negative. You hate the light? Whoa, after I said that, I just got a rush of cold energy. Ooh. They want the mind? Whose mind? Who's Iblis? Why are you screaming in pain? Are you trapped in purgatory? Are you being held against your will? You no longer have to be afraid. Yeah, I heard that too. And then a growl. Spirits, I ask you to please leave. This is a house of God. No, it's just my email. That's not a spirit. Roberta, is there any good spirits here with me? There's no spirits that are going to kill me, hurt me, attach themselves to me, or do that. If you're going to be negative and evil, I ask you to leave. This is a house of God. I humbly pray, amen. Don't make me get out the holy water. Well, who was that singing? It sounded so beautiful. Yes, you were singing. I can hear you. It was so beautiful. Okay, I'll grab you. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I command you, negative spirits, to please leave my home. This house is blessed. I ask you to please leave this home in this situation. I just sprayed a little bit of water from the holy water that I had.
Anderson. Find the house.
Do you need help? Or are you here to mock us? In the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to please leave. God, I'm still feeling this really intense energy. I think I might be done with this for the night. It just sounds like it's not getting positive.
Cool.
Yes, to mock. Yes, you're not here to be positive, spirits. Damn something. I really don't like the energy in this house right now. I'm hearing growling. I'm having like weird auditory issues with my ears, like a pressure drop. Yeah, it's super intense energy. Roberta, do I have any guides with me right now that are protecting me? Okay, so Victoria, you're the evil one? Victoria, you want the soul of the other gentleman? There are two evil spirits here. I ask you to please leave this house. You have vengeful and negative intent towards other spirits and my family. I ask you to please leave. In good Jesus' name, amen, I pray. Stella or Darla? Rebecca C, aka the Fam Bam, welcome to the channel. Yeah, there's some serious stuff going on right now. Yes, I command you to get out of my house in the name of God and Jesus Christ, amen. Please leave. Yes, I can help you. The spirits who need help, I can help you. But you need to cast out the evil that is following you. Yeah. I know. They're manipulative.
No.
Yeah. I sprinkled a little bit of holy water that I had with me, but I don't have much, and I don't want to waste it on here because of my paranormal travels. I require it to take it with me in other places. So I'm done with the spirit box session tonight. Thank you, spirits, for the ones who wanted to try to speak with me. And thank you, God, for protecting me in my home. I ask you to please love and care about the spirits and help them to move on, the ones who need to, and cast out the negative and evil spirits and get rid of the demonic presences surrounding those evil spirits. In your name I pray. Our Father, Lord in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, the power, and glory forever and ever. Amen. It might have been Old Spanish too, used to also be an Indian burial area. Victoria whines about how somebody hurt them. All right, I think I'm done with the spirit box crap tonight. Like I that was like the most negative energy I felt in my home since I've started doing these live sessions at my home. And that was a little alarming. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for the 7 people who are still on here watching with me. Yes, you should, spirits. You need to be converted, and I ask you to please leave. You cannot attach yourself to my home or my family. I ask you to leave the home and go outside and stay out there. No harm will come to me or my mom. We both are believers in God and Jesus Christ. Yes, thank you, Ray the Fam. Okay, so, whew, that was kind of a spooky night. That was a little more than I anticipated was going to happen. I had quite a few spikes over to red on my EMF reader. There wasn't much activity, but when it was very intense, as you guys saw. Yeah, I'm learning too. Wow, 18 people watching. Thank you so much. One point, I think I almost saw 20. Yeah, I believe you, Roberta. I've never doubted you once. You're always spot on. And that's why you're a moderator, and that's why you're my friend. It's because I trust you. Well, my grandfather's still alive, actually. Not sure the older gentleman who hangs around me. I think that's probably Steven. Yeah, love and peace to everybody here. Anna Castro, hello, my friends. Yeah, that was a little alarming. So I'm kind of good on. Oh, okay. Well, welcome, Anna. Thank you. And if since you're Ray the Fam's wife, you also get a wrench. I like to have as many wrenches as possible, just in case people. And I trust Atlantis too. So Atlantis, now you're a mod. Fabio, my friend, hello. Yeah, you just missed a crazy spirit box session. Shot girl. I trust you too. Trust everybody here. I kind of like to have people in my chat for more than a few times just to make sure like they're loyal fams, people who come around multiple times. I do these spirit box sessions 3 times a week. That's part of my paranormal channel. And I'm a ITC researcher for my other crew, which is Presence of the Unknown. They were in here earlier. Wow, 25 likes. If I could get that to 30 or 40, I would be super happy tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but if people could smash that like button if you're here. Hey, a question to y'all. If I'm playing an app that reads out ghost stories, do you think that I could get in trouble for copyright if I'm playing it over? Probably. So I shouldn't even probably ask. I'll just probably read some ghost stories. Um, hey, CMWB72, welcome to the channel. Paranormal, everybody. Hey, smash that like button. It's getting up there. All right. So I'm going to look up some horror stories, and I have an app that has people's encounters. So let's see. Power of the Ouija board. Aster invited some of her friends on a Halloween night to play with the Ouija board, something that I will never do on this channel, and for a good reason. Because the spirit box is scary enough, and it can still cause damage. So, the power of the Ouija board. Aster invited some of her friends on a Halloween night to play with her Ouija board that she had gotten recently. Her friends invited her, skeptical about the situation. None of the children believed in ghosts, and they agreed to try it. They all promised that they wouldn't move the planchette, which is like the little centerpiece. Yeah, no Ouija boards ever. This is just a ghost story, just to let people know. But this probably has some realistic because these are people's encounters. Wow, 30 likes, awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of dangers involved with them. I won't touch them, and I actually told my Presence of the Unknown crew if somebody brings a Ouija board, they're out of the group. Like, pure and simple. Like, I don't mess with them. Aster asked the first question as her friends placed the fingers on the planchette. Are there any spirits who are willing to talk to us? There are always spirits who are willing to talk with us. The planchette spelled out Kate. Kate was one of her friends at the sleepover, so they burst out laughing. I got all of you guys. All the girls began to laugh. Okay, let's play for real. No moving the planchette. Are there any real spirits with us who are willing to talk? The planchette didn't move. After a minute, the planchette moved over to yes. We all promised that we didn't move it. Whoever is moving it needs to stop. All the girls claimed that they weren't moving it. Okay, then what's your name? The planchette stood over for a few seconds and moved to C, then spelled Cory. Corey. The girls exchanged confused glances at each other. Hello, Corey. Do you want to ask anything of us? Caitlin asked. The planchette spelled Put Rachel. Rachel looked at the girls. That's not funny, guys. Who moved it? Rachel said. The girls said that they didn't move the planchette. What do you want from Rachel? Jennifer asked, and the planchette spelled out death. Rachel jumped out and ran downstairs to Aster's mother. Eventually, ran downstairs after her. They are pranking me with the Ouija board. They spelled out death for me, Rachel said. Aster's mother looked angrily at the rest of the girls. That is not funny, girls, Aster's mother said. We weren't moving it, I swear, Caitlin claimed. Bring the board downstairs, Aster. Causing too much fighting. This ghost stuff is nonsense, Aster's mother said. This is where people mess up with Ouija boards. They forgot to say bye. Aster's obeyed and ran upstairs to get the Ouija board. She claimed she screamed all of a sudden, and everybody ran up the stairs after her. They all stopped in the doorway of Aster's bedroom. The Ouija board was gone. She screamed. She looked all around and searched the room and went back downstairs to look for it. Rachel had found it but refused to touch it. Aster's mother grabbed the board and threw it in the trash can into the garbage. The garbage truck was soon to come and take the trash, including the board. Wait, Aster shouted. We didn't say goodbye. This is where people mess up with Ouija boards. That means that the spirit is still here. Rachel began to get very pale and threw up in the bathroom. I'll take you home, sweetheart, Aster's mother said, touching her shoulder. Rachel had swung up and screamed. The scream seemed to merge with a low voice. Everyone fell back. Rachel ran to the living room where she climbed on the side of the wall, and a low voice was moaning with her as Rachel jumped over Caitlin and Asher's mother and struggled to get her off. Asher's mother held her tight while the other girl sobbed and stood over her. Rachel broke free and ran through the door, and her whereabouts are still unknown. How did you like that story? It's just this app I found with all these ghost stories that people have had encounters with, and you can update it with your own personal stories, and people can view it. That was a good one, huh? I think so. Almost sounds too unrealistic, and that Ouija board stuff ain't no joke. Yeah, it's perfect for October, no joke. Um, Today I was driving into town. This is Dear Diary. Today I was driving into town to the airport. While I was doing while I was doing so, a young lady walked into the middle of the road. She was wearing a beautiful red dress. I wondered why she was roaming in the country roads. So she came up to my car and asked where the Flower Hill Street was. Being a dumb person, I told her that it was across the trees. I'm not a person who helps out, but it was a nice thing to do for a lost lady. The girl thanked me and walked off. I drove off getting the airport in time, and I got into my car and arrived. I got out of my car and arrived, but my flight was canceled, so I decided to go to America. I went on the airplane. Then I saw the same lady who I had told where the Flower Hill Street was. Now it was starting to get a bit weird. She offered me a seat next to her, but everyone looked at me. I noticed that they didn't see the lady I was seeing. One of my friends sat next to me and started to chat. After we arrived, I turned to where the beautiful lady was in the red dress who sat next to me, and she wasn't there. I decided to get off. It looks like I'm staying in America for 19 days, I thought. I got a room in a posh hotel. The room next to me was 432 and 434, and they were empty. I faintly heard a voice behind the wall of 434 saying, "You shouldn't let your friend sit next to you." It repeated over and over and over again. 7 days into the holiday, and the ghost stuff was getting worse. Knocks on the walls of 434 were getting loud, and it was to the point where I called the front desk to check the room. There was a little hole with a peer through it. I peered through and saw the same lady who I had seen in the country road and on the flight. Now it's seriously starting to get creepy. I decided to ignore it. But every time I woke up, I could hear the woman's voice ringing in my head. "You should have ignored me." I decided to take a walk. My friend saw my face and got pale and white, and she asked if I was okay. I'm worried if anybody moves into 434, they have a lady that I keep seeing and have to deal with. I was correct. A young lady under 20, or a young man under 20, had moved into 434. He said he had been getting bite marks and a woman's voice ringing in his head. He told me that I was experiencing it too. Then I rang the desk again and they told me a horrifying story. A woman with a red dress had died in room 434 and always attached herself to people. I was lucky to have her attach herself, but the bite marks were saying, "You were mine." How good of a story is that? Are these too long for people? I hope everybody's enjoying these. Dippet box are absolutely a no-go. Bozard 33. Yeah. No Dybbuk box. I will not touch one. It is not worth the views on YouTube to deal with one of those. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, that was a good story. I like that one. Hold on. Sorry. This thing has an ad. I apologize. Okay. No, you don't want to handle a Dybbuk box. If you think the Spirit box tonight was bad, like a Dybbuk box is a one-way ticket to like letting hell break into your house. The Machine Massacre. Actually, that one looks good too, but I want to. The Mysterious House. I like this one. My mom and dad put me and my brother to sleep when I was 10. My brother at the time was 12. He was lucky to have his own room on the first floor. Me and my brother snuck out of the bedroom window, and brought a clicky flashlights where we were going to explore a trashed up abandoned home that was beside our house. My brother turned the knob on the front door and it was locked. He saw a plank of wood that started smashing the window until it was good enough to open. There was furniture to steal. There We walked upstairs until the floor above us cracked. I gasped and my brother was like, "Who cares? I think he wanted to be the braver brother." The floor above us cracked again. Let's see. Braver brother. The floor above us cracked again. My brother said, "This place is old, my brother." I was about to open the door to where the creaky floors were until he stopped and put his right ear against the door. 5 seconds later, a big bang uh, on the door. My brother held in the pain. While we ran back home, when we got home, my parents saw us, grounded us for 2 days, and later I went to bed and I heard the same clicky flashlights me and my brother had dropped at the house. I got up and looked at the window, and the light went off. I still hope this was just part of a dream. That story's a little messed up. Hey, GFam, welcome. Candidate Candy, welcome. I'm just reading some horror stories. I hope everybody's enjoying. Yeah, much love and support to everybody here. That story wasn't as good, but it was still kind of creepy. Still, ugh. Do the Machine Massacre. Machine Massacre. It was about time to power up an invention that would change the world. Tech Labo Laboratory. I think I said that. Yeah, Tech Labo Laboratory created the first robotic helper. They called it the RH-100. The RH-100 was designed to be the housekeeper, chef, babysitter, and above all things. I think everybody knows where this story is going to go. Yeah, the first one was creepier. It speaks 20 different languages. It can cook 700 meals. And the young scientist, Mr. Robert Collins, flipped on the switch to the first RH-100 and powered it on. Hello, I'm the one RH-100, and I was designed to be the perfect helper in the house. The scientists were so ecstatic to see that their invention worked. It was time to give it to the tester. The tester would bring it into the home and his environment and see what it does all the time, all the things that it's programmed to do. The tester keeps it for 2 weeks and will bring it back to the lab with the news. The tester was Tessa Williams. She was a 28-year-old single mom with one daughter named Laura. She needed some money from the testing and was nervous to bring a robot into her home with a child. The day came when the scientist Jeffrey Hudson bought the machine over to her home. After signing papers and switching the robot on, she asked something to do for her. Make us dinner, please. Sure, what about spaghetti and meatballs this evening? The robot said. Sure, Tessa said. Tessa and Laura watched television while the robot cooked. The robot set up the table and put down 2 plates and spaghetti and meatballs. Laura and Tessa sat at the table and ate the spaghetti, the robot rinsing some of the dishes while they ate. Laura coughed after eating the first bite. Tastes funny, Mommy, and I feel sick. Come on, lay down with me for a while, honey, Tessa said, leading Laura over to her. Bedroom to rest. Go to the bedroom to rest. Tessa came back into the kitchen and the robot had taken over the plates and washed them. She looked over to the counter and left. Why is the rat poison out? She asked. The robot looked over. Would you like dessert? No. I want to know why the rat poison is out on top of my counter. I have no clue. Maybe it got out, the robot said, its voice sounding different. It's more quiet and sneaky. Tessa then put out pieces together in her mind. Here, her daughter was feeling sick after eating a weird tasting dinner. The rat poison was out. She realized that the robot had been putting rat poison in her daughter's spaghetti, and her daughter was about to die. She rushed to her daughter's room, but her daughter was sleeping, or so she thought. She checked her and realized she wasn't breathing. The poison had already kicked in, and she died. Ooh. She sobbed and held her daughter's limp body in her arms. She turned to the doorway and saw the robot was standing there holding a knife. She set her daughter down as the robot ran towards her. As she dodged the robot and the robot swung the knife at her. She pushed the robot and ran. The robot got back up and ran after her. She pushed the furniture as she ran, trying the best to slow it down, but it caught up to her. It stabbed her in the head and ran over her back and went through the door. The police found the bodies but were unable to find the robot. The mystery is still to be solved. How good was that? That one was actually really good. That one gave me chills a little bit. How are you liking this as a series? Do you think I should continue this? Oh, you want to hear one of my creepy stories? Do you all want me to keep doing the After Dark special? Hey, Rhonda Gomez. Welcome to the channel. And I have some new artwork for this as soon as this video is uploaded to YouTube. So I think I'm going to go on. Let's see, it's 11:30 here. So I'll go on for about another hour and a half. So I just wanted to show you the artwork that I did for this video. This is what it's going to look like, if you can see it. I custom designed that intro. Well, not intro, but the thing. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Wow, I can't believe it's 32 likes. Is there any way I could probably get to 40? Oh man, that would be so awesome if I could get to 40 by the end of this. In an hour and a half, I'd like to have 40 plus likes. That would be awesome to have like my first one just be an absolute banger. Um, so let's see here. Let's do another scary story, huh? Oh, 33. Oh, cool. Smash that like button, fam. Oh, wow. Everybody's supporting one another. All right. I'm glad you'll like the stories. Uh, all right. Dear Diary, I have been to Wendell High School, and today we got into the club. There was one club who needed one more member. My childhood friend had begged me to join, so I did. It was called the Literature Club, and I loved poems, of course. Oh, I must have forgot to say my name. My name is Tiffany. I am now a member of the Literature Club. The members were really nice to me because I was new. One day, things started to get weird in the club. Forgot to add that. Monica was getting all strange about others and around the others and all calm around me. Yuri was being totally manic and was getting sad. And Naruki, oh, nothing was wrong with her, I expect from her. The club was, the club must have, sorry, the club, the club must have a devil over them because Monica was acting like the devil to her club members except me. I was starting to think about writing about Monica only. I seriously am. I decided to talk to Monica about how she was treating the club members. To my surprise, she spoke about how some how had how she had some sort of emotion for me and she didn't want her club members to ruin it. I'm not liking the sound of that right now, but I'm going to write it in my journal because it's creepy. That wasn't that great. I'm going to probably not give that one a good rating. So I apologize about how bad that one sounded. Yeah, smash that like button if you haven't already. I can't believe 16 people are still watching this. Thank you so much. Humans can lick. Ooh, that one. Ooh, my devil cat. Okay, I'm going to give you a choice. Uh, Hold on, just 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to give you a choice. The Attack, Happy Death Day, or Humans Can Lick. No, I haven't. Have you ever heard of the Russian sleep experiment? Oh my god, that one gave me nightmares for like days. That one was all bad. Okay, Humans Can Lick. Seems to be pretty popular. I was home alone for the night when my parents had a small family emergency. Before they left, my mom gave me a few rules, like bedtime is at 9 o'clock. Don't answer the door and call before going to bed. All the basic rules parents should give their children. It has it was around 8:50 when I decided that I was ready for bed. So I called for my dog to come to my bed with me. Before I got in bed, I called my mom and told her I was all right and hung up. I reached my hand down he wait. I reached my hand down to the side of the bed and my dog licked me. He had always licked my hand before I went to bed. An hour before I woke up to a dripping sound. Oh. But I don't know where it was coming from. I got out of bed and looked in the bathroom to see if the faucet was running, but sure enough, it wasn't. I got to the room and I realized it was in my room. The closer I got to the room, the louder the sound got. It was coming from my closet. I started for a minute and gained enough courage to open the door, but when I did, I screamed. In the closet was my dog hanging by its two hind legs, and in blood was written, a humans can lick too. Ooh, that one was good. I've heard a different variation of that story, but it. So the killer was underneath the bed and licked her hand. The dog was already dead in the closet. Yeah, that one was good. Night, unapologetically. Have a good night. Ooh. All right. Well, that was the whole point of this, was to do scary stuff at night. See, I like creeping myself out. That's why I'm such a horror movie fan. Apparently, at this hotel near my house, I believe it's the Holiday Inn, a woman was brutally murdered and she calls down for housekeeping because she thinks somebody's in her room. Yeah, that place, I haven't been there. I really want to investigate it, but you have to like reserve like months in advance. We're trying to get there. Trust me, we will. Happy Death Day. Ooh, this one's nice too. Let's see what the rating is. Ooh, this one's gonna be good. It was me and my twin's birthday. We had been turning 15, and me and her are at a party with cake and ice cream. At about 4 p.m., everyone left. 4 hours later. It was about 8 p.m. We heard screaming out of nowhere, and we searched the house. It was 11 o'clock, and we got done searching the house. We searched the house because we thought there was somebody or something inside the house. 1 hour later, so this is now 9 o'clock. We sat down. We got bored. Then Chelsea said, "I'm bored. Do you want to wake me up at 3 a.m. and do a Ouija board?" "Please," I said. "Fine, but it's dangerous, but okay." Then we set out the alarm for 3 o'clock. 3 hours later, "Laura, good night." 3 hours later, the alarm rings. Both of us wake up because we share the bedroom in our room where we heard the scream. We thought it was nothing, so we continued. We went in the attic. It was so cold. Then we decided that it was okay to play with the Ouija board. So we set it up and got the holy water just in case. And then we started out. We asked if there's any ghosts around us, and she said yes. We blamed each other, and we not said no. And we did not say no. We asked if one of us would die soon, and it said yes. We got really scared and almost stopped playing, but we got brave again. We asked, "What is your name?" He said, "Charlie." We ran out. We ran to our mom's room and locked the door. When we heard footsteps going around the house, then we wait. She then heard footsteps around the house. Then we went to bed, but we forgot to slide it to goodbye. The next day, because our house is now we had to move because our house caught on fire. And we moved out because we found out that one of our best friends died because of the game Charlie Charlie. Another game I highly suggest people do not play. I've just heard nothing but evil stories come from that. To this day, we have a ghost in our house, and we are only family members. So that one was pretty creepy. Like, there's two things you don't do, and that's play with Ouija boards, play Charlie Charlie, or the Sister Sister game. And if you have no idea what the hell that I'm talking about, then you can go watch J Station, any of those channels. Yes, I do believe Charlie Charlie and the Sister Sister game is fake, but there's some little part of me that still says it's real. Scary Night. Ooh, here we go. I was on my way home and I was listening to music until my phone rang. It said 233-4448. So I was confused and it was in red. I didn't know what to do. I didn't answer it. Not even a minute later, the same number in red called me again. I didn't answer it. The same number kept calling me, to the point where I angered it. There were weird noises in the background. I could hear someone breathing hard. I said hello, and then a high-pitched scream came out. I dropped my phone and hung up. I called the police. I told them that this number had called me and did a high-pitched scream and almost blew out my eardrum. They said they did nothing. The number never called me again. The day after that was 10 o'clock at night. I was watching a movie and I heard a door knock. I was confused. Who would be at my house at this time? I looked out the window and I saw somebody dressed in black, so I didn't answer it. I thought it wouldn't leave, so I opened the door. He was breathing heavy too. I knew it was the same guy. I called the police and took him away. I never knew who it was. Yeah, Bloody Mary's a scary game. How did you like that story? Was that pretty good? That first one was a banger, though. And the dog in the closet, that one. Ooh, the grave. Clickbait. No, it's fine. One night, 4 teenagers were having a party, and this is called The Grave. One night, 4 teenagers were having a party. To get to the house where their party was being held, they had walked into the graveyard. Maria said, "I hate walking by the graveyard. It's creepy." "Well, I don't mind walking by it, but never walk through a graveyard at night," Dylan said. "Why? What could possibly happen to you? Everyone is dead there, right?" said Rose. "Well, don't don't you know if you stand on a grave, a person inside will pull you down?" Dylan said, "Knock it off. That's just a silly superstition." "Millie, you're right. Just trying to scare us." "No, it's true. In fact, I'll give you $10 to anybody who's brave enough to stand on a grave at night." "Alex, take the bet. I'm not afraid and I'm great. Any grave. They even have typos in this, so this could be a real encounter. Or no, I don't think so. And I could use the money. I'll go tonight. Are you sure, Rose? Are you sure, Rose? She didn't know that they were telling the truth. When I'm not going, well, I'm not going to go all at night. How will we know if she's really stepped in the grave? Dylan said, give her my pocket knife and put it on the ground in the middle of the grave tomorrow. I'll get it if you're really still on that grave, we'll prove it. The girl took the knife. She left a bit nervous. She kept telling herself that nothing in the graveyard could hurt her physically. She got to the first grave and stood quietly on the grave for one moment. Well, this isn't so hard, I guess. I'll put the knife down on the ground now, Rose said. She bends over to pluck the knife into the ground and the soil began to leave. But she couldn't get away. Something was holding her back. Something has got me, she screamed, but no one could hear her. She tried to get away, but something was holding her fast, pulling her down fast, and she didn't want to come back and she wanted to go back to the party with others. I think we should go look for her. I got here awfully late. She could have been back by now. Yeah, you're right. Let me go get my flashlight. I'll go look for her. When they got to the grave, shining on the flashlight of the young girl's body, and my first thought, her skirt pinning her to the ground, she had died of fright. She thought it wasn't true, but she would get stuck in at the grave, but that didn't cause her to die. It kind of fell off at the end. I'm sorry. Wow, 14 people still watching, 2 hours in. Cool. So when did I start this? 10, 11, 12. So it's almost midnight. So cool. The phone call. One night there was a babysitter, 4 kids. Jenny, 12. Timmy, 12. Jimmy and Timmy were 12. Sophia was 10 and Justin was 5. The babysitter was Christy. It was around 8 o'clock and the parents were out of town. Everyone was watching TV. The phone rang. Jenny said, I'll get it. She picked up the phone and there was nothing but static. Who was it? Asked Christy. Wrong number. They continued to watch TV, thought of nothing, and the phone rang again at 8:30. This time, Timmy answered it. The caller said, I'm coming. Christy told the kids that it was nothing. The third time it rang, it was 9 o'clock. This time, Christy answered it and said, hello? You have been calling us. Please leave us alone. It was about 9:30 when the phone rang for the 4th time. Jenny answered it and said, hello. And the caller said, I'll be there soon. They hung up real fast. Jenny told Christy, and Christy put the 2 younger kids to bed. Now it was only Timmy, Jenny, and Christy. The caller didn't call again for another 2 more hours. Now it was 11:30. Timmy got tired and went to bed. Now only Christy and Jenny. The phone rang. Christy answered the call, and the caller said, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Christy didn't tell Jenny what he said, so he sent her to bed. Now it was only Christy. The caller called at 11:50 and said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Christy ran up to the room where she was staying and locked the door. The caller called at 12 and said, I'm here. Christy called the cops, and somebody was trying to break in. The cops said, "He's here, yes. He can't make it until another hour, but we can trace the call." When he called again, the cops were after. Wait, the cops called after and said, "Get out now." But he's outside. I can't. Mom, no, he's not. Ma'am, no, he's not. What do you mean? He's been in the house the whole freaking time. Christy got the kids out and ran. The cops showed up an hour later. When when they searched the crime scene, there was nothing else in the house. He had escaped. Chrissy didn't realize till 1 hour later that the caller was in the house using the upstairs phone. He attempted to kill her and the kids. He got away. He had killed Justin and Sophia when they went to bed. 1 week later, they had a funeral for Justin and Sophia. Chrissy came. When she arrived on the other side, the woods in the woods, she could see a man in a black uniform watching over her, holding a mouth and saying, "You're next." To be continued. How good of one is that? That doesn't get more good than that. So, what else do you think I should include in this After Dark special? Yeah, that one was good. Ugh, poor kids. Some of them are just like end like horribly and like so sad. It's more sad than horror for me. Roberta, me, and you need to talk. LOL. You made my heart flicker. Check my Facebook messages. Yeah, that's crazy, Roberta. Hey, Kyoko Rock fans, welcome to the channel. I was just looking at your messages, Roberta. That is very, very interesting. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Um, so I'm like constantly trying to involve my channel to bring new people in and try to do different things. So tonight I did a spirit box session for a little bit. Things got really negative and crazy. So now I'm doing scary ghost stories. And eventually I would like to maybe try to get other people to like maybe share their own ghost stories if they have any, like come up on panel. I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight unless somebody would thinks that's a good idea. Wow, Roberta, that's pretty cool. Yeah, ghost stories. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna go for a vote on which stories you want to hear. The psychopath, it warned us, or the barn. Give me your vote below. Oh, I'm sure. Hey, Mr. Ed. Sorry. I love doing horse sounds. How's it going, Mr. Ed? Okay, warned. The barn, Miss. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with it. It warned us, and then I'm gonna do the barn one next. It's good to see you, Mr. Ed. Yeah, Ray, I gotta talk to you about that eventually. We're actually coming to Bakersfield next month for haunted travel at the Green Motel. Green Hotel? Green Motel? Anyway, it's creepy as all it can be. I'm trying to avoid using the bad words. Um, Kyoko Rock fans, you're like a moderator on everybody's account. So, like, you're a good friend of mine too, and I trust you. And I've known you for a little bit, so I'll definitely add you as a mod because you're a friend. Okay, it warned us. So here are some important things to know before I get into the meat of this experience. I, along with a small group of friends, like to call ourselves urban explorers. Hey, look, it's something we all kind of do here as paranormal fans. We watch the YouTube videos where where they are totally not faked. Wait, we watch the YouTube videos where they are totally not faked. Creepy stuff happens in abandoned malls and whatnot, and we decided it would be fun for us to do it ourselves. We had already went into a school and two abandoned restaurants before we decided to hit the zoo. We what was an hour and a half from where we had lived. Whenever all three of the locations we had been to before had been in broad daylight, the last one being a restaurant where there had been some random redneck that took upon himself to yell at us for trespassing when he saw us from the main road. Since we didn't want to have to deal with wait, since we did not want to have to deal with any more vigilante justice and we were feeling a bit braver, we decided to explore the zoo at night. I'm not going to expose the name of the zoo because I don't want to have any more idiots going out there. It's not worth it. All you need to know is it's abandoned and it's in North America. There's three of us going since one of our friends didn't feel comfortable going at night. When he was amongst one of the smarter ones. For obvious reasons, I'm not giving names, so we can all call my friends Bob and Jack. Between the three of us, we had two flashlights, and just in case we needed backup, a few power bars and various other snacks, and a bunch of water bottles. I brought a survival knife for more comfort than anything else. We piled ourselves with our supplies into the Jeep and went on our way. It took us 2 hours to get to the abandoned zoo since Bob decided he did not since we decided decided he absolutely needed to stop at Zaxby's. Now, if anybody's heard of Zaxby's, it's more of a southern place, so I'm guessing this is somewhere in the south. Sounds like a real story because Zaxby's is a really good restaurant in the south. It's like southern cooking. He is obsessed with Zax sauce, which is really good. But I can't blame him because that stuff is pretty damn good. Always back to the subject. By the time we get there, it was already pitch black outside, and we had no idea where anything else was in the place, since none of us had ever been there before. There was even a steel gate blocking off the drive to get in, but since he had lifted the Jeep, we'd had no problem driving around it. The parking lot where we had started had started to give us bad vibes, but we came across another makeshift fence, but it was made completely out of light posts and other random zoo exhibit type signs. There was a stop sign sticking ominously out of the middle. We could not drive around this one because there was a drainage ditch on the other side and of the barrier, and I didn't want to flip my Jeep trying to get through it, so we walked there. We get across the parking lot to where the admission area was. All the kiosks were destroyed, and there were leftover debris. It looked like it had been arranged to pose yet another obstacle for us to cross before we got in. Since on the other side of the rumble, there was two 12-foot fences with the post that ended in a sharp, pointy curves. And this wreckage was dangerous, where we were operating purely by moonlight and flashlight, and there were nails and splinters everywhere. This had already become our most dangerous exploration by the time we had finally crossed the former ticket booths. We had gotten in, and Jack jumped. He saw something reflective with eyes, like an animal. So we all froze, but we heard nothing. Just okay. Just an animal. No biggie. We thought about it and continued on. We confirmed our suspicions, and the signs and the light post used to make the fence in the front of the parking lot were taken from inside the zoo. They were holes in the ground everywhere where the wires were sticking out, as well as smeared metal where signs had apparently been ripped off of their cages. These were done by what it seemed to be what was in a hurry, since there was removal sites that looked violent. Then they thought it was really pretty boring, just cages, variety of sizes, and a reptile house that had only the door blocked with a wrecked golf cart that had been laid up against it like a skateboard would be on a wall. Thought it was pretty weird, I guess. So we soon came upon a fence that said personnel only, and the gate was deadbolt shut. Fortunately, or not fortunately for us, the deadbolt was so rusted out that we broke it without much protest. There was a steel sheet metal door that we had to go around, but the other side is where we found it. On the far side of the building, we found that I can only assume were unmarked animal graves. Ooh, pet cemetery much. At least 50 of them were immediately, at least 50 of them had immediately freaked us out. I'm not usually to be freaked out by cemeteries, but the vibes of this place made it very hard to breathe. Jack whispered some profanities under his breath, and Bob stood silently. I said that we need to leave now. This place isn't right, and they did not argue at all. We all power walked out of the newly broken gate and moved our way into the ticket booth area as fast as we could walk. We should have ran. I would have too. When we were about 75 yards to the gate, had just left to begin to hear what sounded like a horse galloping on dirt. But we all turned around, and pardon my language, but it was a fucking silverback gorilla stampeding towards us. We all froze, and it was easily going 40 miles an hour, and it was at a point where it was less to run. It was point less to run. Was in front of it, so I got my friends first, never breaking stride through us. Straight at us, there was no wind, not even the slightest push. It went through us. It did not leave me feeling cold. It did leave me feeling colder than I ever remember feeling in my entire life, though. So it was a ghost gorilla. I turned around it to see where it had gone, but to my surprise, it was standing right behind me, staring at me as I turned. I was pale. It was pale. It had bloodshot eyes. and through the light pierced through it from my flashlight. It was illuminating it. I could tell that it was glowing a little. I reached for my knife, but I had felt the whole damn thing in my. I had left the damn thing in my Jeep. Not only that, it would do me any good. The gorilla suddenly started making fast hand gestures at me and suddenly beat on the ground, its chest, and screamed an intense gorilla scream. Then proceeded to literally fade from existence until there was nothing left but silence. A few seconds of silence. I spin around both of my friends while starting at where the ape had come from. They were too scared to turn around to see the gorilla that I had, and I don't blame them. I did, however, yell, "WTF, run," without hesitation. As if they had been waiting for somebody to say those very words, we turned face and took off. We were at the ticket booths and under a minute sprinted to the wreckage without any regard for safety. At this point, Bob's pant leg got caught on a nail and got ripped out a small chunk of fabric. It wasn't lucky, though. As I ran, a large splinter of wood, about 6 inches long, pierced the size of my tennis shoes. Wow, 18 people still watching? Jesus. Embedded half of the length into my foot. I was pretty good shaped at the time, and with the amount of adrenaline in my system at that moment, it did not even slow me down. This is a long story. It hit the parking lot full tilt when quickly through the drainage ditch past the creepy sign of the fencing where we particularly flung the doors open of the Jeep. As I turned the key to the ignition, starting the vehicle, I turned on my light pods and the bar light that I had installed on my Jeep to get as much visibility as I could, but I wish I hadn't. The Jeep was at an angle. The LEDs were shining off the makeshift fence. This means we couldn't see past the parking lot, and there was a 12-foot fence surrounding the zoo itself. And at the other side of the fence, the eyes of at least 100 reflective eyes. Jack let it, oh my. I'm pretty sure he was going to say God, but cut off when he launched forward in the pedal and stepped on it in reverse. I popped a curb in reverse and quickly did a semi-donut in the grassy dirt and was on the side of the road. A second I hit the asphalt, we were gone. Like 70 in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. We were back in town in 15 minutes, and opposed to the hour and a half it took. Man, I hope these people went viral because this is long as hell. It was a lot of pain, so at this point we didn't stop at the ER to get my foot cleared up. My shoe was ruined, and the hole in the side of my shoe was covered in dry blood. My feet could also be described in the same exact way. I'm not sure what he meant by that. My foot could also be described in that way. And his shoe was ruined, and he had dry blood on his foot. And bandaged up with just, he bandaged it up with the usual, just stay off the foot for a while BS. It was really lucky that the shard of wood hadn't severed my muscle or my tendon, though. I was thankful for that. As we were leaving, one of the nurses said how I had done this to my foot. I responded, I was running from a phantom gorilla and I stepped on it. She let out a nervous giggle, and I walked out of the automatic doors without any motion whatsoever. Me and Jack are roommates, so we reached the apartment at 2 o'clock in the morning, where Bob had left his car. We just let Bob stay the rest of the night with us. There was something I had to do. Through through through. So we got inside. I got my laptop and with my buddies on our phone and got on their phones and obviously did not sleep and trying to distract ourselves as a specific task in mind though. I was looking up different ways to translate sign language. I had a terrible feeling that those weird gestures that the gorilla had shown us were not at random and they were burned into my mind. After hours of research and two other guys falling asleep, I almost cried. As I read the message, I finally translated it, and the silverback said, "You're gone. You gone. This place. No God." We still explore occasionally, but never at night. Never anywhere that could ruin without ruining the distance of civilization. Running the distance of civilization. Nothing intense has ever happened to us again, and I'm glad. To all the other explorers out there, I haven't. If you haven't figured already, be careful because you may find whatever you are looking for, and so much, much more. Hey, Bridget, thanks for coming. I really do appreciate it. I hope everybody liked that story. Sorry it was really long and drawn out, but it was actually pretty good and creepy. Wow, 36. Come on, I'm 4 away from 40. If people could smash that like button and help me out, that would be awesome. So we're going to go on for about another 45 minutes here. Does anybody have any other suggestions of what I should do? I hope everybody's still enjoying this. That's a tough one. My top ones are probably the Queen Mary, the Winchester House, and I'm not sure. I kind of want to do some of the ones that Omar and the G Team Paranormal did in Florida. Some of those places are crazy. Much love, Bridget. Did everybody like that story? I'm sorry if I kind of stumbled around. That story was really long. We'll try to do a short story next. How about the demon in the band room? Does that sound pretty good? Or do you want to stay off the topic of devil? 2 more. I need 2 more. Smash that like button. Yes, I love the G Team. I live not too far from the Winchester House, actually. I only live like 2 hours from the Winchester House. And I live about 4 hours north of the Queen Mary. Oh, sorry, I'm getting tired. So have another about 45 minutes. This one's shorter. It's called The Demon in the Band Room. Unless there was another one. The Barn. Okay, I think this is the one I was going to do next. If this one's pretty long too. Wow, 40 likes? Did I break 40? Holy cow. Holy cow. Thank you so much. Keep seeing how big this stream can get within the next 45 minutes. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Dude, Irish, do you want to come up live and share a story with us? Entity Paranormal Investigators. I have to add you as a mod. You're one of my Blue Wrench people. Yes, hello. It's good to see you, Entity Paranormal Investigators. I was just visiting your channel earlier today. Smash that like button if you haven't already. If you like these stories and would like me to continue, there's a ton more. Let's see. Ooh, this one's called Stranger at My Door. I like the sound of that. Yeah, what happened to the panel, dude? I'm still thinking about it. I was kind of just gonna start this one and kind of get it running, and then start having people come up on panel and sharing their ghost stories. I was kind of just trying to do a kickoff on this video and see how big it could get. Yeah, I know. I see 42. 40 is awesome. 17 people still watching. Y'all are just troopers. 18. Wow. Jeez. This is a decent stream. I'm so happy. And it's over 2 hours in. Yes, big hugs. Melissa Faith, my recipe corner. This is great stuff. Got to hit the hay. I'll be back for the next one. I am glad to hear that. I'm glad everybody likes this. What? CMWM, yeah, WB72. Emma McCollum hugs. Wow. Jeez. Smash that like button if you haven't already. It would help support the channel. Redman Prospecting, thank you so much for coming to the channel. Egyptian Gamer Geek, hello, my friend. Alrighty, thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. I would love to have you on my Saturday panel one of these days. I believe I think next weekend or this coming up weekend, I have B-Town gonna do a panel. I'm gonna try to get Jamie Ray, Paranormal Wonders. Entity, I would love to have you as well. Irish Whiskey, I would love to have you. PWI, I would love, Sherry, I would love to have you come up on one of my panels one night and tell like your paranormal stories, share some of what's gone on with you in locations. Like this is what I'm going to start having be done, like people coming up on panel either on this one and sharing a ghost story or paranormal adventure, or have somebody on my Saturday stream and do a featured event. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Thank you for all your hard work, and I love you, friend. Yes, you're absolutely one of my good friends. Thank you so much, Melissa. That's so nice. Yeah, I do. I've been working really hard to try to push content to make people happy and bring people to watch and try to build subscribers and support for this channel. I'm probably not supposed to say subscriber. It's like the new bad word in YouTube. Let's see. I'm so glad this is like turning out. Like this makes me so happy to see everybody. Holy cow, I have 20 people watching right now. I cannot believe this. I see a bunch of people. Oh yes, I know you will, Sherry. I'll definitely have to talk to you. I don't know if anybody has added me on Facebook. Can anybody post my links, open up a second tab and grab them off of my homepage? They're linked into my banner. Could somebody do that for me real quick? And if you're new, could you please smash that like button if you haven't already? All right, I'm gonna get back to the stories. If one of my moderators could go to my banner, my homepage, and thank you, Jamie. I really do appreciate it. Welcome together. We'll get together. We come together right now over John. LOL. You have an amazing singing voice. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm starting to try to do a lot of different things on my channel. all doing with like creepy paranormal to my God and prayer stream, which I'm probably going to need to pray after reading these stories so I don't get any. Hey, look at that. PayPal me. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to donate to this channel and help support it and help it keep growing, and if you would like to donate, you can go to that PayPal link and give me a little donation. John, do you prophecy? What does that mean? So here's my Facebook page, HSFL Paranormal. Yes. Wow. Thank you, everybody, for keeping my links up. I'm trying to grow my Facebook page. It's kind of small right now, but I'm glad that everybody's here supporting me. I know. Thank you for donating a hug. I'll donate a hug right back to you. A hug and a prayer. Yeah, I do have a Patreon. If you want to donate $1 to help support me, like we could do private conversations, talking about the paranormal, group sessions. There's a lot of cool stuff. I still haven't really worked with Patreon yet, but I've been getting kind of into it lately. This is a piece of cake. Just tweeted me out to how many people? 7,300. We should see if any of them are awake. Oh, that would be insane. Wow, thank you, Mr. Ed. Wow, that would be cool if I could get like just even 10 of those to smash the like button and try to get up to 50 by the end of the stream. Ooh, the haunted lake. How long is this? Ooh, 3 minutes. Perfect. This is what happened last summer, and I will never forget this. I was up at the lake. I don't remember what the name of it was or the weekend. I stayed at this cabin for maybe $100 or so. Oh, sorry. A cabin maybe 100 feet or so from the lake. The first night on a Friday was peaceful, so far I thought. I was texting my best friends on Hangouts, something I use a lot, and thought that I heard a scream. It sounded like it came from a teenage girl from the lake. It that ticked me off because late at night I woke up later at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. to the sound of my hands slapping on my window. There was nothing there, yet the handprint was still on the window. I felt a cold breath on my neck. Something was behind you. Oh no, behind you, a voice said. Often, same thing happens with my spirit box. So this sounds pretty real. I looked behind me, only to see a ghost face of a teenage girl, who let out the same scream. I heard it about every hour or so from the lake. I put my iPhone down to record the lake. That's when I found something horrifying. A ghost spirit, or whatever it was raising out of the lake. It was probably 7 feet tall. It was seemingly had nice clothes, though. When I Googled this strange occurrence, apparently a few years ago, a girl was stabbed in the head and then was thrown into a lake. She screamed out in agony. Her friends were blue, or her clothes were blue, and her pants were blue jeans, and she was wearing a red shirt. She had dark hair, as the ghost was. Lou Rock? Did I just see Lou Rock come on? Is he here? Hey, Lou Rock. Welcome, my friend. I'm sharing creepy ghost stories. This is part of my new segment, Lou Rock. It's creepy ghost stories in a spirit box session. I was on your stream earlier, Lou Rock, just to let you know. Let's see. Apparently, a few years ago, a girl was stabbed in the head and was thrown into the lake. She screamed out in agony as her clothes who wore blue with a red shirt with dark hair, as the ghost was. I don't know if I believe the source. I have forgot what it is, or not. I know for sure that I'll never go back to that lake again. On the side note, I was wondering if my iPhone showing pictures of the handprint. I don't know if any of these were connected, but this was the last time I camp alone. Be safe out there, everyone. Even the people who have risen from the dead are still out there to get you. That one was pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Thank you for smashing that like button. I haven't refreshed my page. I think I'm still at 40. If you haven't smashed that like, please smash that like. Help support the channel. Ba, 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 ba. It's good to see you, Lou Rock. I'm glad I can see you right now. If anybody doesn't know about me and Lou Rock's situation, me and him constantly have problems being able to see each other on YouTube. Often on Facebook, we can see each other, and everywhere else we can see each other, but not on YouTube. But only when he's in this chat on my, live stream, because he's my moderator. That's going to be awesome. Heck yeah. Ooh. Let's see. The basement. The basement at my grandparents' house. When I was 5 or 7, I used to love going to my grandparents' house. I spent a lot of time with them in their home. Their home was a 2-story, 4-room house. Of course, but anyway, there was a basement that they said never go into. You're dealing with YouTube right now? I wrote them? Oh, wow, cool. I wrote them too. I wrote them a lengthy multi-paragraph message as well. Apparently they didn't receive it with open arms or something. I don't know. And I tweeted them. Oh, okay, Jamie. It was good to see you. Yeah, I don't feel so alone now. Okay. So back to the story. When I was 5 or 7, I used to love my grandparents' house. I spent a lot of time with them at their home. Their home was a 2-story, 4-room house, of course. But anyway, there was a basement they said never to go into. I looked at them, so I looked up to them, so I never went in there and trust their word. One day on a weekend night, when I was around 7 or 8, I was at their house alone because they were getting pizza as usual. I was watching TV and getting some food, eating some food leftovers, but they were they were two big loud knocks from below me. I never thought nothing of it, but it was a old home and made cracks and other strange sounds. About another 2 minutes later, came in again. It dismissed it as soon as the house made. I tried to dismiss it as soon as the old house made noise. When it came again, about 2 minutes later, I began to worry. I curled up on the couch with a blanket and just tried to focus on the TV. Then the knocking came from the basement door, and it was frantic knocking like somebody was trying to escape. And I started trying because it was nighttime and I was scared that somebody was knocking. So I heard something at the door, what sounded like the door breaking down, and the house went silent. I was crying real bad now and under the blanket, hiding myself. It was a very cold house and the TV had now been turned off. I turned it off not to draw attention to myself. The silence was horrible. When I heard the doorknob turned on the main door, I nearly jumped. It was my grandparents. When I saw them, I was crying and they asked me what was wrong. I told them everything, and my grandpa said, at the basement door, Then he said, "That's good. You didn't open the door." Ooh, I love that one. That one was good. How did y'all like that one? Yeah, I kind of tried to plan that one. The sound effects, I just kind of improvise. Hope everybody's enjoying it. Oh, all right. Be that way. Okay. Just leave that here. Cool. That candle's being a pain in the butt. Entity, that was pretty good. Entity, that's a scam to get millions of ad revenue. They auto demonetize you, so you lose 20 to 30% of your revs. That's pennies already. Good one. Really enjoying it. Good. I'm so glad. That one was creepy. Wow. Holy cow. I think this is the longest period of time I've had like 20 plus people or close to 20 people watching. I'm so happy everybody's really starting to like this channel. It bullshit. I heard that happening to a lot of YouTubers, Lou. It's disgusting. Can somebody fill me in on what's going on? Yeah. It's morning for me too. It's early morning, so I'm going for another 30 minutes on this stream. I try to do 3-hour streams. Eventually, if I have some more time and it's not 1 o'clock in the morning, I'll try to maybe go a little bit longer. But 3 hours seems to be my magic number. Lucky number 3. Ooh, that one sounds pretty good. Yeah, it's really long though. Possible ghost in the basement. This one's only 3 minutes long. Probably more like 5 for me because I'm a little bit of a slow reader. Oh, that's messed up, Blue Rock. Wow, really? Why? Jamie Ray Paranormal Wonders. Ad revenues are taking money away from creators over bullshit reasons. Huh. That's sad. Okay. Possible ghost in the basement. Another creepy basement story. Let's see what the rating is on this. This was now this is an experience happened to me 5 or 6 years ago. So some of these details might not be there. Always here it goes. Anyway, here it goes. I had recently moved about 6 months ago. I now live in a different development fairly close to my old home, and it was on the corner of a fairly busy street. I moved for reasons unrelated to this story. I am 15 years old, a 15-year-old male, and this happened to me when I was about 9 or 10. My brother and my cousin, 12 and 8, and I were all very small. Musty, cluttered basement, just playing around with toys because we were bored. And literally out of nowhere, we heard a toy fall from the other end of the room. Now there was no gusts, just the fan blowing on us from the side of the room because it was very musty and humid down there. And from what I can remember, both windows had been closed. Since we were all fairly young, we scare easily, and I personally was and still am a firm believer in the paranormal. So am I. And I suggest that we go outside and play basketball or something because I was not comfortable at this point. They agreed. We walked up to the stairs. Then we heard a box of toys fall off a closed box. Another closed box. Now the fan was facing the box of toys, but the box fell towards the fan, and my cousin ran as we sprinted up the stairs and made sure we locked the door behind us, and that was it. There was only a significant happening I can recall. These kind of experiences are not allowed to follow me into my new home. And I believe that there was a spirit. If I had no intent of it had no intent of harming us, and only one thing: my old home was rented out to multiple people after that, and a family had lived there for years before then. I have only recently have one explanation for this: paranormal activity. Was that a good one? Nice, Mr. Ed. Woohoo! 19 people still watching? I thought people would have gotten bored by this by now. How cool. The ghost stories are awesome. Too short? Hey, Leah loves Leslie. So I'm going for another 20 minutes. Yeah, that one was a little short. God, there's so many. Okay, let's see. Haunted. Let's see how long that one is. Oh, that one's an hour of reading. No, I don't have time for that. Maybe another time, but not tonight. Refrigeration horror story repaired. Wow, 42 likes and wow, really? Holy cow, you guys. I think this might be my biggest live stream yet. With like the most consistency. Leslie loves Lily. How are you, my fam? That's all right. I'm so glad that people have just joined on. Jenny Merceth, hello, my friend. Sorry if I didn't shout you out. It's good to see everybody. Harmony, how are you, my friend? Good morning. Yeah. That's what you get when a party fam comes in. Holy shit. 22? Guys, come on. Thank you so much. $44 likes? Is this seriously beating my prayer and meditation stream? Wow, that is so cool. Thank you, Lou. Wow, you guys are nice. I'm just trying to create some really catching content, and how is everybody liking this? Hey, Boomer Rock! Holy shit, man. I'm so happy to see you. Boomer Rock, if you haven't subscribed to this guy's channel, he is one of the most amazing artists I've ever seen. I might not comment in all your videos, but I try to watch them as much as possible. Dude, holy cow. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God. All right, so refrigerator horror repair story. This story takes place in the summer of 2003 and 2004. It was a so-called job for a broke-down refrigerator. So I remember pulling up to this huge house that was breathtaking. So, as usual, I pulled up to the driveway, I grabbed my tool bag, and I walked to the front of the door of this place. I rang the doorbell, and the woman answered the door. Hello, I'm the technical repair serviceman for the refrigerator, with a smile on my face. So the lady let me into the house. I was following her into the kitchen, and we walked we had to walk through a few rooms. I noticed to get to that kitchen, wait, we had to walk through a few rooms just to get to the kitchen. So once we reached the kitchen, I walked into the door of the front of the refrigerator, and I opened the freezer door. And the freezer door was to see what was going on with the refrigerator. Once I figured out what was wrong, I knew I knew it would be. I would be there for a while because it had a defrost problem. I had to defrost all the ice built up in the freezer before replacing the broken heater that went bad because the refrigerator had got too cold. As I always quietly started working on the refrigerator, the lady started talking to me. She asked how long I had been working on refrigerators and if I had any kids, and I told her no kids. I've been working on refrigerators since I was 16 years old. She stopped talking. She stopped talking as she was sitting at the kitchen table, holding the front door, her head with her hand. So I asked her if she has any kids, and she said yes. She had said none. Then she said none of the neighborhood kids are allowed to come over and play at my house. As I looked at her and not thinking anything of it. Nothing. Next thing I know, she starts talking again on her doctor as she doctor has her on all these different kinds of medications. And I looked at her and smiling as she said, I am not playing. Look, I'm not playing. Look at this, she said. She opened the kitchen cabinet with 3 shelves of medication, all with her name on the bottles, which is not normal for one person to be on so many different kinds of pills. Next thing I know, she starts talking. Her husband now says how he has never been around, and I asked why. She said that her husband is a toy developer and he's always flying to China to get the toys on the market. So I asked her why. There's so many run-on sentences here, it's driving me crazy. So I asked her why there aren't any kids in the neighborhood allowed to come over to the house. And she said, because I'm crazy, I'm the crazy mom and no kids are allowed in my house. My kids were not allowed by their houses either. As I was listening dumbfounded, I was not understanding why she cracked open the walnut. Wait. As I was dumbfounded, not understanding why she cracked open the walnut, and she tells me if I have ever seen her on TV, and I said, no, what TV show did you go on? And she said, Oprah Winfrey Show. I told her I have never seen you on that show because I don't watch that show. So I was just curious and asked her, why did you go on the Oprah Winfrey Show? And she said, for that woman that was trying to kill her kids, then everything made sense. The neighborhood kids weren't allowed to play with her kids. I have never been so happy to finish a job and get the hell out of there. And I hope I never go back and make future service recalls to this place. Yeah, this story was terrible. I'm so sorry. Like, I had like a bunch of bangers and then still 19 people and 46 likes. Let's see if I could get this up to 50 likes by the end of this. Because I only have 10 more minutes. So let's see if I can get 4 more likes by the end of this. Trying to find a few good ones. The man on the stair. I wanted my attention. An icy breath hit me in the face, whispering something in my left ear. I looked at the staircase, narrow and active, only to see black hair dangling from the banister and its blank face. I froze, yet intrigued. Am I going mad? I called to it, "Who are you?" Then it was gone. I started to think that it was something that had pushed the towels off the banister, but not even the damp ones. I called him the Towel Man. A couple months later, my daughter screamed as was upstairs in my bedroom. At the same time, she had sat on the sofa downstairs. I asked her what was wrong. She had told me I had just seen a man peering down at her with a white face and no eyes. I just I asked her to draw it for me. It was an accident. It was identical version of what I had also seen. We had both accepted our visualization, realizing the Towel Man wants to remain present at all times. I'm a skeptic on the turn, although he is long gone. That one was better, and that one was shorter, and I like that one. Thank you, everybody who's still here watching this. Black Eye Beauty, Tim Boki. Hello, my friend. It's great to see you. Hello, hello. Thank you, everybody, tonight. Are you serious, Boomer Rock? That's crazy. Ooh. I wonder if you're too long. No, we can do that one. Oop. App just quit out. Oh no, now I don't know where that one is. That's crazy, Boomer. Am I having internet issues? Is my feed coming out? Something just affected my feed. I'm not sure what it was. My computer's charged. My phone's charged. Still says I'm live with 19 viewers. Thank you guys so much. Now I can't see your comments. Hold on. Here we are. Probably just a search. Oh, I'm good. Okay. It did once. All right. The Truth or Dare prank. Let's find out how long this one is. 6 minutes. Perfect. My friends and I were playing Truth or Dare one night at a sleepover. They were mostly truth because nobody wanted to have a super embarrassing dare to deal with. So my friends were picking all the truths that night. My friend Olivia was done with her truth, and it was my turn, which was everybody. Which was everyone obviously decided that somebody had to pick dare. So I was struck with the dare, and Alicia gave me the scariest dare ever. She challenged me to go do the Scary Mary challenge. If you've ever heard of that one, I've never heard of it. 46. Wow, thank you so much. Did I just see 21 people watching and then it dropped to 18? Wow. Has anybody ever heard of the Scary Mary challenge? I haven't heard of that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up. It's probably the Bloody Mary, something similar, I guess. I only heard about it in legends and myths. I didn't want to believe in it. It would work, and I didn't want to believe it would work, and it didn't. Luckily. Then it was my friend Alexis's turn, and she picked dare because she likes to live life on the edge. So I dared her to do this. I dare you to go outside and scream from the top of your lungs, "My name is Alexis, and I want to die." Alexis accepted the challenge and did exactly that. We all jumped because we heard her scream, and not the words. Then Olivia said it was fine. She was just trying to scare us, in a snotty voice. Then we heard the door slam and footsteps. We all stepped out of the room and looked down the hall to make sure everything was okay. Then we saw her with a stab wound in her stomach. Alicia was sobbing. She was very sorry and grabbed the knife. Laying next to her corpse, staples herself exactly the same way a killer, exactly the way the killer stabbed the first victim. Wow, things escalated real quick. And on one of them, I saw the name, and on another named Vicky went down the hall. Then we got down the door, and there was a man with a knife and a black hoodie. And that is, sorry, he said that is where the next in line went after Vicky stabbing her. I ran as fast as I could and called the police. They said that they were on their way, but just in like horror movies, they never got there in time. The black man in hoodie was a pretty similar height and had same show, same shoe my dad had wore. Typo. There's a lot of typos in these. So if it's stumbling, it's because I'm trying to fix in my head what they're trying to say. I know that's because my dad has a big feet. The man said, "You're next," and you stabbed me. I screamed as loud as I could, and then I heard sirens. Assuming I'd be dead at the very moment, I stood up. No blood, no stab wounds, no nothing. I stood over my friends, and their bodies were missing from the hallway. I looked at the man in the black hoodie and pulled down the good to reveal himself, the hood to reveal himself. It was my father. Assuming that my father was the murderer. I don't know what that meant. There's a lot of typos in this story. He laughed. Then I felt something very fast touch my shoulder, and I jumped about 10 feet high. I turned around as quickly as I could, and my friends were all there with fake blood and ripped pajamas. I told them to F off and got grounded, but my friends still laughed. Assuming the police had something to do with it, I went outside and asked the officer, and he said no. Then he told my father and friends to do nothing like that again at a sleepover. The next day, everybody was talking about the prank, and everybody pulled one on me, and everything about the cops. They apologized for it, and I wasn't mad at them forever. The end. Have a great night. So it was kind of creepy, but it was good that nobody died in this one. So yeah, I'm just about finished now. I wanted to thank everybody for joining me on my first After Dark special. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Yeah, don't forget to click the like button. I am just 3 away from 50, which would be my most liked video. But I do appreciate you for definitely coming. I can't believe the turnout. I didn't think it was going to be this big. I didn't think people would want to stay up for this. I was kind of expecting maybe 6 to 10 people maybe watching this, but I've had like a steady in between like 17 to 20 people. Yeah. You know, I might make these into like mini shorts on my YouTube page with some editing or something, maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everybody. I'm so glad everybody liked the live stream. Well, I hope everybody has a great rest of their night. Take care. Sweet dreams. Hopefully I didn't scare you too much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Good to catch you in a live stream. Yes, definitely, Mr. Ed. Thank you so much. Wow. You guys have truly, like, you guys are my real fam here. I really do appreciate you and love you. Good night, everybody. Hope everybody has a safe rest of their night or good morning, and hope everybody sleeps well, and take care. As soon as I can get to my other thing. Much love to everybody. Love, light, and peace and happiness. And I'll pray for those in need. Take care, everybody.